Okay, today on Random Acts of Carving, we're going to be working on a root ball. Uh, I'm just going to go freestyle on this and see if I can come up with something. Just kind of give you guys an idea of what it looks like before I start. So, anyways, stick around and we're going to make something out of this guy and hopefully it'll turn out cool looking. Here we go. Okay, today on Random Acts of Carving, we're going to be working on a piece of driftwood, a root ball, and we're going to make some monsters. So if you want to see how I did it, stick around and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, and we're carving. This is you've seen in the beginning here, it was just a root ball. Been sitting in my pile of wood for a long time, trying to decide what to do with it, and finally decided to just carve it. And this part here looked like a mouth right there, and I thought if I put some eyeballs above it, it'll look like he's eating an octopus or something. Maybe something would come to me after I started carving, so I just started there and started working at it. He had kind of a natural mouth line that went all the way around, so I just started carving his lips. With some other bumps and whatnot sticking out, I thought I could use them for eyeballs or something like that. Sometimes when you start carving, you can just start seeing different things and get some ideas. This section of it, this root here sticking off of it, was kind of broke off to begin with, and as I started carving, I cut through what was holding it on, so it just fell off in my hand. You'll see in a little bit I have a clamp on it. But it was starting to look pretty neat by the time it fell off, so I just decided to glue it back on. Some of this was a little bit softer wood. I could use the diamond bit cutters and just I could cut into it and shape it any way I wanted to. And then some of it I had to use the coarser burrs and go into and cut it. Starting to get some teeth to him there, though. Starting to look like a monster. So there you can see I have the big red clamp on it there. It broke off. I peeled the, there's a thin layer of bark in between the two. I peeled that off. Just glubbed a bunch of wood glue on there and clamped it back on. Figured work on the other section for an hour or so, and then I'd be ready to go up there again and finish that up. I had this bump sticking out here. I was going to use it for an eyeball, and then thought I could make another smaller monster out of it. Monsters come in all shapes and sizes, so you can kind of make them anywhere, anytime. The only thing they have in common is they have a lot of teeth. Everywhere you look, there's teeth I had to carve. A lot of this had a lot of dark shadows and stuff, so I lost a lot of the film, but still got enough of it to kind of see what I was doing and see how I did it. This time of year, the sun's setting away in the southern sky, and where I carve, it kind of comes in where I'm carving. You can see it on the wood on my lap there, the piece of wood on my lap. When the camera picks up on that bright colors, then it shades everything else and makes it real dark. It's really hard to see a lot of it. The shape of this piece of wood, every time I would turn it where I could see it, lots of times you couldn't see anything in the camera. was just a lot of teeth to finish on this. There was a lot of detailing around teeth and trying to cut behind them a little bit so they looked like they were sticking out. Trying to use the natural features in the wood as much as I could to make the monsters. I didn't have any pictures that I was trying to go by or anything like that. This was just trying to make the wood, the features that were in the wood, look like monsters. So this is what tree roots look like whenever they get hungry in the middle of the night. I'm going to paint them up here. I'm just using black. I'm going to go in and put shadows down in the deep parts between the teeth, and had to leave a lot of wood in there to keep it strong enough to hold that up. Here I'm just taking like a brown wash and going over the white on the teeth just to make them look old and worn and dirty. Like they've been eating other monsters. Just finally able to take that clamp off there. Seemed like it held on there pretty good.
feet will tell me where to go. I'm not afraid to step outside and see the world for what it is now. Spending all my time with people that I barely know. You may have thought that I was lost, but all I need is room to grow. I'm coming home to put a flower in your hair. Thought you should know, ain't no place I'd rather be instead.
Tried to make it look like it was a fair fight. Tried to give everybody about the same amount of teeth.
Sometimes I feel alone, you know it's me and my guitar, looking up the darling stars, singing where we supposed to go now. Ruthie, little lady, tell me what you mean to me, and I'll build a house in Byron Bay, if that's exactly where you'll be. I'm coming home, put a flower in your hair. Thought you should know, ain't no place I'd rather be instead. No.
Just kind of trying to blend all the colors into the wood there. Just kind of make it look like it was waking up very angry and trying to eat itself. Alright, so you've seen the log whenever I started, and this is what we ended up with. This is Monster Madness, I'm calling it. It's got a, just started out as a root ball, and carved a monster eating another monster. Another little monster coming out down here, and a monster up here. Just tried to leave the root natural and just had brought out the monsters in it. So that turned out pretty cool looking. Happy with it. It was a nice piece of wood, really. It was pretty solid. Carved pretty nice with the rotary tools. So, anyways, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next week.